Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Blitz Babes, where we chat NFL football just for you by girls for girls. We're your hosts. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Aeron, and today we're covering the last week of the regular NFL season, and we'll be sharing our favorite highlights from last week and discussing our playoff predictions.
Let's go ahead and kick things off with our slays and nays. What'd you have? I think we had the same shit. We were talking about it in the middle of the game.
Yeah, yeah. My slays and nays just consist of like their uniforms, but the first is Lions in black. I love when they wear black. It's so different to me, and with the
Yeah,
blue like accent, it just looks really nice.
I agree. I also really liked the Broncos uniforms,
I
throwback unis.
Their throwback unis, I love them. And they did you see like they changed the field too
Yeah,
with the big D.
crazy. The big D. Yeah, I like it. Some of the throwbacks I'm not the biggest fan of, but I did like theirs. Speaking of a
Yeah.
throwback, I'm not a fucking fan of.
I okay, yeah, like whenever how do I say it? On Friday or Thursday, like I that's whenever I sent you that article, like all the teams like tweeted and everything and they like showed off their uniforms for the last game of the year. And then I saw like the Titans were gonna wear Oilers and make their whole like stadium Oilers, and but like it's so fucking petty because guess who they went up against? The Houston Oilers. The Houston Texans. Like, they don't do that shit for any other team. I know they
I
don't.
was I was literally gonna say that. Like, I had a whole debate with Albert about this because I was like, first of all, that's disrespectful as fuck.
It's so petty. It's so petty.
like like they know damn well. And then the other thing is like, not only is it like petty as fuck, but I feel like the Texans fans like don't really give a fuck.
No.
And I was telling him, I was like, if any other, or not just the Texans fans, but like nobody really like gives a fuck. But if it was any other team and they pulled that shit, like if the roles were like with a different team and they showed up and from the team that they had come from in their old uniforms, like at like playing against them, oh my
Yeah.
god, like it would be an uproar.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people that like I know personally that would go crazy, but that's cuz they're like old heads and they grew up like with the Oilers. But like
No, literally.
usually those people pick a new team. Like once the Oilers got sold, they just picked a new team, you know? So they I feel like
Yeah,
that's why they don't give a shit anymore.
and like I'm gonna come out here and say it, like it's not that deep. Like we're not
No,
saying
it's
like
not.
everybody
It's
should be
not.
like pissed off and like be like mad and angry, like this is unacceptable. Like that's
No, but
not what I'm
it's
saying at all. It's just
no.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have like rivalries obviously, and like obviously the Texans and Titans are rivalries, like they're in the same division, but also it's more fun when stuff like that happens, and also when you know the lore, like you know, like we like the Texans can't even wear that blue anymore.
I know. Like I'm not saying get mad like cancel them. I'm saying get mad like talk shit. Like,
Yeah.
get involved, like talk your shit, make it like a thing. And I feel like
And
they just like don't even really give a fuck. Some
well,
of them do, but
even the Texans on their Instagram, I like sent it to you. Like they put like this expectation
oh
versus reality, and then they also put like a bottle of oil and then just put Texans win.
yes, like I need the fans to like
Give
step
the
up
same
and
energy.
yeah, and the players too, like talk your shit, like get mad, like get disrespected, like make it fun, you know? And another thing too is I feel like teams have like their rivals, right? And I feel like if you ask any Texans fan like who they hate or like who's your rival, they always say the fucking Cowboys, which is such a stupid ass answer to me cuz like we don't like ever play them, like very very rarely. So I'm like, first of all, this is a really boring rivalry to have because like y'all don't ever play. I think they play each other like every like few years or something, like really really spread apart. And you literally have The Titans right here. They stole your fucking drip. They stole your bar, word for word, bar for bar. Um, and then they like come out and rub it in your face. Like they're asking for you to hate them. And if you ask any Texans fan, like, what team do you hate? They're not gonna say the fucking Titans. Like, which
Yeah,
is
no,
so
that's
crazy.
true.
You should hate the fucking Titans.
I
I
agree
need to
with that.
start hashtag fuck the Titans or something. I don't know. Like, more people need to get on this.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll start a movement.
Yeah, because we play them a lot, so you have a lot more opportunity to talk shit and have
We
fun.
do. I think we played
And
them
there's a
like
history.
two or three times we played them.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, like the old heads like will hate them because like they know, but like
Yep, but
bro, all the
they've
fucking
already
historic
moved
ass
on.
teams, like that's the whole point and the whole thing with rivalries is like you have something that happened in the past or whatever, and like historically y'all hate that team, y'all are rivals. That's what rivals are. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like you gotta keep it up. It's
I
fun. It's part
agree.
of the culture.
It's
Albert
part of the culture.
Albert did say that too. He was like, I feel like a part of it might be that the Texans are such a young team that like they don't really have like a culture yet because they're so young. And I was like,
I
maybe.
agree with that,
But
I
that's why you
guess.
have to like start shit to make a like create the culture, create the traditions that people are going to be partaking in like in 20, 40, 50 years hopefully. You know?
Yeah, but they're boring.
And Houston I feel like has a lot of people that like come and live here that come from different places. And so like I
Yeah,
feel like a lot of
like the
Texans fans
city.
like support the team, but only because they live here.
Yeah, like the city doesn't have true fans. I was gonna.
Like,
That's why I was saying like the
yeah,
old heads. They already moved on. Like those are the true
yeah,
fans, but they already like found like a lot of times.
yeah.
Honestly, they would be like a Niners fan or the Patriots fan. Like there would be literally any other fucking fan.
You wanna hear something funny? My dad, he obviously like grew up in Houston, and he said the same thing too when I asked him like a few weeks ago, where I think we asked him like, what do you think about the like the Titans? Like, do you hate the Titans? And he was like, man, like I was ready for them to leave. Like they were trash. Like I was ready for them to leave Houston. Like he kind of had that attitude. But then he messaged me whenever he watched the game and saw the Titans wearing the Oilers uniforms, and he texted me and goes, Titans, I mean the Oilers were here. That's two ass kickings for Titans when they wear those stupid Oilers uniforms. If I was a Titans fan, I would be pissed if my team pulled that classless shit.
Not
So I'm
for
like, maybe
real.
you do give a fuck.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe we just need to go outside and see it.
Yeah,
Like
we need to get the ball rolling.
well, maybe no. I'm saying like maybe if we went outside, like maybe if we saw the game at like a bar or something, people would have been riled up.
Oh, maybe. I did see JJ Watt like was talking his little shit
Yeah, he was on
on
Twitter.
Twitter. I need some more of that. Like, just something, make it fun. Especially while the Titans are bad. Like, and
He's
we're
always
still beating
talking
them.
shit.
Like, we have to get the one up on them while they're ass.
I know that like they
It's not
literally
gonna be
had
fun when
the
the roles are reversed.
no. We're gonna be like, ooh, ooh, yeah, that happened. Oh man, my eye.
Maybe that's
Well,
what. Maybe that's what would have to happen for like the Texans fans to like get upset and start the rivalry. I don't know.
probably. I mean, no, because the Titans literally beat us like a couple weeks ago, and nobody
But they
cared.
weren't wearing the Oilers uniforms.
Yeah, yeah.
They gotta beat us in the Oilers uniforms for everyone to get pissed the fuck off. I don't know. I don't know, but those were my 2 cents.
um, so as y'all know, the last games were Sunday and Saturday. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch any of them.
A lot of them were really boring. Like it
Yeah,
was
like
teams that didn't have anything to, play
lose.
well for or lose. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I didn't even take the time to watch the games. We're not gonna touch on the games. We're just gonna share some of our favorite highlights from some of the games. Starting with my new loved team. The Lions. I love the Lions. I'm getting really into like all their lore and everything. Like I just watched a whole mini documentary about Jahmyr Gibbs and how he was a homeless orphan and no
Double
like
homicide. Damn.
yeah, deadass, and like how he
I'm
basically
joking.
grew up with like parents who didn't love him and he had to like work really hard to go into like one of the most, competitive sports programs in order to like be seen. And then he went to the Lions and everybody was talking shit. And
I
they're like,
remember. I do remember they were
yeah.
saying like that.
They're like, why
They
did
already
he
had a
pick him
running back.
up? Yeah. And then like I guess like cuz like where they picked him up in the draft, they're like, "Oh, you skipped
Yeah.
like I forgot who it was. I feel like it was Bijan or something. I don't know. But somebody else, another popular running back, and they're like, "What are y'all going to do with him?" Da, 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 da. Now look at him this year. Like he's done so well this year.
I know. I love to see the
Yeah.
success stories, which is funny that you mentioned that about him because another player that I had literally the same thing. Like he was in Hard Knocks. I think
You're
it was
talking about
for.
Van Ginkel?
Yes, I'm talking about Van
Yeah.
Ginkel. I think it was
Yeah.
the Dolphins. I think he used to be on the Dolphins, and I remember they like showed his backstory, and they were like, "This is his last chance. Like, if he doesn't perform well, like he's probably like not gonna be able to stay in the league, and like all this and that." And it would show like his little kids like watching him at home on the TV and shit, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
invested now in the
Yeah.
success of this person. And speaking of, it's funny that you said that because Van Ginkel.
Yeah, I
Van
know.
Ginkel fucking pounded.
No, I know. I remember you talked about that in a couple episodes ago. That's so funny. But yeah,
Yeah, every time I see the little name or I see him do something, I'm like, oh my god,
like there
yes!
he goes, and then he has his
Yeah,
hair, his locks. But yeah,
yeah,
so real quick
Asahi.
about Gibby. I've been
Gibby.
calling him Gibby, but he had his first 3 touchdown game.
Yay!
I feel like that's really really like good for a running back, you know?
Yeah, especially in like a tough matchup game
Like
like that
that,
one.
yeah. Oh yeah, now you can talk about the hit of the
And Van
week.
Ginkel fucking
No man.
hit the
That was
bro.
crazy.
I wish you could have seen my reaction. I was like, "Oh, I didn't even see him coming." I mean, I know Gibby didn't see him coming, but neither did I.
No, literally. And you texted me and said, "Did you see?" I said, "Unfortunately, like yes, I'm dead ass just watched that. I did
The
watch that game.
sound, this,
Yeah, you could hear it. Shit,
like when the commentators were like, "We
crazy.
heard that from up here. We heard that from the
Yeah,
box."
I know. I was
Damn.
surprised that he just like shook
Got
it
up.
off. He just shook it off and like kept playing. But like I guess like he really had
Yeah.
to because Monty's not there anymore, or not.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back, but
He's not there right now.
yeah. So he has to pick up all the slack with like the. I guess I don't even know if you would call that this second leg, the third leg. I don't know because I feel like Montgomery and Gibbs are like both number one. They're both good for different reasons.
Right. They have different
So
strengths.
exactly, that's my opinion. But that's just me
Yeah.
being a super fan. I'm
No, I
like, no,
agree.
you can't put one of them on like as second string, like, cause that's they both earned to be first, and they both
Yeah.
are first. It just depends on
Yeah.
the
They
play.
just switch off. Like whatever works best for what they're trying to do. Like I feel like it's like you said, they both have their own strengths, and I feel like
Mhm.
that makes their run game like as solid as it has been all season.
Yeah, I
'Cause they
agree.
just have two really good fucking running backs.
Which is crazy, yeah. But yeah, he should be coming back for divisionals. I don't really know. I think that's just a
How?
rumor.
What the
I
fuck
don't
did they
know.
do to him? Like, no, I did hear that too. I don't know if it is a rumor though, but I think I did hear that he said that he would hopefully be
Be
back.
ready.
I was like, that's
I
crazy.
guess. I mean, realistically, I guess he's been out for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but fuck.
I don't know. I guess if
Is
you
it, what
have
was it,
like,
MCL tear?
I think so. Yeah, I think if you just honestly have the
You just
money
built different.
for recovery, then you can heal faster than an average person. Because did you hear about like how much Derrick Henry spends a month on recovery or something? I think it's a few
Fuck.
million.
Damn.
I could be wrong. But like I'm pretty sure. But I think that includes like his personal chef and like everything to make sure that he's fully like his health and wellness and recovery and fitness is like everything, which makes sense.
Fuck. Yeah,
It
that's.
makes sense, but I'm just like, damn. Sorry, y'all. I'm fighting a cold, so I'm dying. Oh my god.
What else we
So
got?
Almond Ross,
Oh,
he's
yeah, I was about
gonna
to
dye
say we
his
still
hair.
we. That's
He's doing
crazy.
it again, guys. He's doing it again.
Blue hair. What did he say in the caption? Wasn't there a caption or something when he
Oh,
posted it?
let me see.
I don't remember.
I was gonna show the fam. Show the fam. Part 2.
Oh my god.
It's
He's
so
silly
blue.
goofy.
Oh my god, my eyes watering.
Oh my
I
gosh.
did not think that JJ was gonna be covered the entire time.
Dude, that was and then they kept saying that it was his they used
Like
to
old
play
high
like in high
school
school
teammate.
together. And
Yeah.
I think they also played against each other in college too.
Yeah.
Like at some
Amik
point.
Robertson. He was
Bro.
I think he was picked up from the Browns or the Bengals, right?
I don't know.
One of those
That was
two.
crazy though.
But they were like, I think that like they just picked him up and they were like, he was like, oh, put me in. Like I used to play against them, da da da. And then Dan was just like, okay. And then everyone was like, that's stupid. That's a stupid risk. And I'm like, you're saying that about the only team that goes for it on 4th down with 2 seconds left.
Talk about
like,
risk.
yeah, like that's the least risky thing that they've ever done.
Also, like, how is that a risk? Like, if he does bad, just take him out. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah. No, literally.
that's so crazy.
But that was cool.
Yeah.
And then it was so funny, like the pregame interview, JJ was like, there's nobody in this league who can cover me.
Damn, that's so funny. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, he's really not getting the ball. And then they started like showing like the replays and shit because you don't get to see like what's going on in the
Yeah.
backfield very often. And I was like, damn, he's locked the fuck up. That's crazy. That's like, I would be embarrassed. Like,
I know,
I
that's
don't
why.
know.
And then I
My ego
remember
is too fragile for that.
his ego definitely is. But that's why I texted you. I was like, JJ's in the backfield? Like, I didn't see him. I was like, damn.
Crazy.
He's usually like all the way and then some.
Yeah.
Already, but
Damn. It was
that
locked
game
the fuck up.
stressed me out until like the second touchdown, and I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really.
It was getting
they were both
too
in
close.
They were both in it for a minute, but once the Vikings like lost, like control of the game,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it was over.
it was
like,
over.
Once it slipped, it was gone. They couldn't get it back. Like the Lions just were hot.
I agree.
Just put up more than they could put back.
That was probably the best game of the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Just
For
because
sure.
I guess because what what they were fighting for and everything.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of other teams were fighting, and we'll touch on a couple of them. They were fighting for a chance to get into playoffs, but honestly, they don't matter. Because if you didn't clinch it, then it's like, who gives a shit?
Right.
Your chances, your chances in wild card round, slim. Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You're not on the level.
You're not on the roster. Sorry. Speaking of which, the Bengals versus Patriots, the Bengals were fighting. If they won that game, they would have been in the playoffs. And if the Patriots lost that game, they would have got first pick in the draft.
So
And
lose.
Guess what happened? Yeah, literally lose. The Bengals are not in the playoffs, and the Patriots don't have the first pick.
Damn. That's crazy.
I can't believe they won.
I know. Strategically, you would have thought that they wouldn't.
I know, but I think that the NFL is more strict about like throwing games. Like in the NBA, I feel like you can throw some games.
I feel like they shouldn't have lost.
I don't think they
fucking
should have
Patriots
lost to the
begin with.
Patriots. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
facts.
that's crazy.
And I think the score was really low, right? It was like 10-3.
I have no idea. That's so crazy.
It was not a high scoring game.
Boring.
I'm pretty sure like total score was like 21 or less.
Yeah, this weekend was a little boring. I guess just because a lot of teams weren't in it anymore, so those were boring to watch because there's like nothing on the line. And then a few teams didn't have their starters in, and then a few games it was just so blown out. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No,
Bored.
literally. I guess speaking of which, let's talk about the Chiefs Broncos game, and then we'll talk about that Cowboys game.
That's crazy. That's fucking
Chiefs,
crazy.
bro. And then I had to look. I was like, did every starter like get sat out or what? But no, it was just Mahomes and Kelsey.
I think there was a couple receivers that
Like
they took
Brown
out.
and Rice. I thought
don't
they
remember.
played.
I don't remember. Cause I asked Albert the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is everybody out? Like, how do they have 0 fucking points on the board? And we looked it up, and they had like a few people that were out. But I'm like, damn, y'all could have put even if they had everybody out and it was just the people on the bench playing, y'all could have like put any points on the board, not even a fucking field goal.
And I don't know if they were trying to be funny or if it was like good sportsmanship or what, but it wasn't funny.
I don't know.
I was like,
I'm bored.
0 points.
They had it on the TV playing, like on the regular TV, not bootlegged. Sorry, we don't condone bootlegging.
Allegedly.
I'm just kidding. But sorry. On like the regular antenna TV, they had the Chiefs game, and it got to the point where it was like, I think it was like 5 minutes left, or like it was like a chunk of time left. They just put a different game on. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because I went to go back, and I went to like, because I was like keeping up every once in a while. I went to go back, and it's a different fucking game.
They're like, you don't
am I tripping? No, I was like, am I tripping fucking balls? Like, was this not the Chiefs game on this channel? And I was like, no, it definitely was the Chiefs game. And I was like, oh, it must have ended, and like they, the extra coverage of like start playing the other games. And so I was like, what the fuck? The Chiefs game's over? Like I thought they had like some time left, and I went to look it up, and they were still playing. There was like 5 minutes left. I was like, okay, they just were like,
they're like, fuck it. There's no point.
I've never like seen that happen before. Well, like they just stopped showing a fucking game like with time on the clock to play a different game.
No, literally, I was joking with Alphonse because he likes the Broncos.
Sorry, condolences.
Yeah, no, literally. That's what I tell him every time. He does like the Texans too, but that's like his like secondary, like I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like though with the Cowboys and the Texans too.
Yeah, so he like likes watching the Broncos, but I was joking with him. I was like, watch in the last 10 minutes they're gonna put Mahomes in and they're gonna score 30 points.
I thought that too. I literally the same thought like ran through my brain. Like I think it was like fourth quarter and they had 0 points still, and I was like, bro, like
watch.
Andy Reid's gonna put fucking Mahomes and Kelsey in there for like 3 plays to at least get a fucking field goal.
Yeah, and I was like, watch. Then once the refs see Mahomes on the field, all the calls are gonna get played, like, or all the calls are gonna get called. Like they're gonna get stupid calls.
All the plays
on
are gonna
them.
get called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got sick
funny.
brain.
Oh my god.
I have sick brain, so I can't think.
Automatic Chiefs win.
No, literally,
it's gonna. God.
No, it's gonna be Broncos Chiefs 31-0, and the refs are gonna be like, the Chiefs won, and everyone's gonna be like, they didn't score at all. And they're like, doesn't matter, Chiefs won.
They're gonna be like, all egg defense, automatic Chiefs win.
They're gonna be like, holding. Bo Nix is holding.
Oh my god. I was laughing because that made me think about that the one ref that I told you. It was like illegal man downfield.
Oh my
god. And the fucking ref goes, illegal member of the offense. No, Ineligible member of the offense illegally downfield. Bro, please.
Like, why are you
It's like
saying
how many words can I use to explain this illegal what? Ineligible member of the offense downfield illegally. That's what it was.
when your essay has a 500 word requirement?
No, literally.
When
Because
you're
how do you go from illegal man downfield to illegal member of the offense downfield illegally? Come on, man.
like, bro. And then I really like repeat yourself. What did you just say? You're not gonna like you can't repeat it twice. That's how you know you said too much.
Oh my god, I died. I love when refs just they put their own twang.
Like that one
Oh,
ref, and
Flynn.
he was like, "I'm talking to America."
You say that? I missed that.
It's old, but like they're like
Oh,
he was like in the middle of doing the call, and like a
oh.
player came up to him, and he was like, "I'm talking to America." I was like, okay. It was so
Excuse me,
funny.
I'm talking to America.
Yeah, no, like literally, it's on like
That's so funny.
if you just look up like funny ref moments
I need
compilation,
to watch that.
it'll come up. I guarantee it.
Bro, they're so funny sometimes.
Now, my favorite moment of this week,
I know what you're gonna say.
bro. Okay, so Brandon Aubrey, greatest kicker of all time. We love you, Brandon Aubrey.
We love you, Brandon. I believe please sponsor us.
just Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
He sends us jerseys. Like,
We love you, Brandon Aubrey. Please send us jerseys.
I'm gonna collect all the kicker jerseys.
No, literally.
Anyways, he kicked the
Sorry.
ball. He kicked the ball out of bounds. I don't even know why or the context. I don't care. All that matters is that ball went to flying. It went flying and hit a Dallas cheerleader in the back of the head, and she fell.
Straight in the back of the head.
That shit was
Fucking
so crazy.
bullseye in the back of the head.
She was like crying, laughing through the pain.
I know.
I already
just
know.
smile
Like you
and-
could tell that she was in actual pain.
Just smile and nod. Bro,
Just
you know
smile
how
and wave, boys.
um, you know how fucking like fast that ball is flying.
No, literally, like
And the
that. I'm
worst part-
surprised she didn't get knocked out. Like they're not wearing helmets.
No, literally. I was gonna say too. The worst part of it is like, if you're like expecting it and you like see something is flying towards you, you kind of can like brace for impact and like prepare yourself a little bit. Like it still hurts. That bitch didn't see it coming at all. Like
No, that's because
completely-
she's like happy, you know, because she's the fucking Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. So she's boom.
boom. That's like worse because you can't even brace yourself. You don't even. It's coming. It's completely unexpected. You're just
No.
vibing, doing your thing, and then oh my god,
She's
you
so
get
much better
mollywopped.
than me. I literally would have walked away and cried.
No, literally, I would be like, oh my god, I have to go to the bathroom.
No, I wouldn't even brush it off. I would have been like, y'all see what the fuck happened. Why am I doing this for $12 an hour?
But whenever the Texans won, not the Texans, the Astros won the World Series, we went to the parade and they were throwing like beer cans and shit, and I wasn't fucking like paying attention, and a fucking beer can came from like super far away. Someone had like football throwed that shit and it landed like right in my chest, and I was like, I started crying.
Girl, I would have
I
cried.
couldn't help it. Like the tears just come out of your eyes. Like I don't understand how she like.
No,
didn't fucking
literally.
cry. It's like like you said, she's better than me.
No, I literally would have been crying. The
It's
way I
like
would have
that kind of
actually,
crying, but you like pretend you're not crying.
I would have ran on the field and kicked Brandon Aubrey. I would have kicked him. I would have been like, who did it?
God.
Who
I
did
wonder
it?
if he even said sorry, because that's what I want to know.
He just
Did he apologize? He owes her an apology.
he just smacked her on the ass and was like, get him next time. Imagine, I don't think he even has that kind of swag, but
Fuck no, little white boy, little white boy. Damn,
that's so funny.
that is so funny. She's She's better than me. I would have cried.
All right, it's time for our favorite part of the year. Playoffs.
Yeah! I kept saying like every week that I couldn't wait for playoffs, and then playoffs is here, and I'm like,
I know, I can't wait. I still
no,
can't
I'm
wait.
like, I want the fucking regular season. But what the fuck am I supposed to do on Mondays and Thursdays?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the game's on Saturday.
This is a part of the year where I'm gonna like get sadder and sadder each week, but also excited. I don't know. It's like bittersweet because I'm sad because
Honestly,
I have less content to consume, but and then it gets more exciting because there's like
less content to consume, but more crawfish to consume.
hey, there we go.
It is crawfish season.
Amen. I know that's right.
I cannot wait. I think that's what we're gonna do on the Super Bowl. We're gonna have a
Me
boil.
too.
We're gonna do a boil. Okay, fuck it.
I have a big ass fucking crawfish, and I was gonna invite people over to watch the Super Bowl. I have a TCL QMA 80-inch TV, and I got a big ass boiler.
Okay. I'm supposed to be getting a cat soon. Should I bring the cat?
Maybe. My cat might be angry.
Well,
Like
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with cats.
It depends on how long you're gone. I usually just leave them for like a weekend with food and water, and they're fine.
I come home and my apartment is full of cats and they're smoking.
Yeah, I don't know. It also depends on your cat. I'm sure my cats. I don't know. They're just.
I'm gonna make my cat an outside cat. I'm gonna make it like not an outside cat where it roams around. I mean, like it's gonna come with me everywhere.
Like the fucking white bitches in the 2000s movies with the Pomeranian.
Yeah, exactly. Except mine's gonna be a fucking cat named Michael. I was thinking about it. I was thinking
Oh my god! That reminded me of something.
About Michael?
Yes, do you know Mac Jones? I think he's like the backup for the Giants, maybe? He's like the backup quarterback. Well, his name's Mac Jones. And Albert fucking told me the other day that his full name is Michael McCorkle Jones.
I would also go by Mac.
McCorkle is fucking crazy. We were walking like the dogs when he told me that, and I was like, in the middle of the street, like, if my parents named me McCorkle, I would just kill him.
Is McCorkle his middle name?
McCorkle is his middle name. His name is Michael McCorkle Jones.
McCorkle. You know, some people have embarrassing middle names. I'm glad I don't.
McCorkle is... I think I've ever heard that name in my life.
Like, we actually have...
they get that from?
We have normal middle names, but...
Yeah. McCorkle?
Is insane.
Michael McCorkle Jones.
I don't like that.
You should name your cat Michael McCorkle.
No, I'm not even gonna put that on my cat.
Oh my god.
I think okay, so I need to get a cat before Super Bowl so I can put a little baby Lions jersey on him.
Oh, that'd be so cute. And you have to get yourself a Lions jersey if the Lions make it to the Super Bowl. So
I know. Honestly, I should just do it. I'm gonna get a Gibby
you gotta get one with your mans.
I don't know. I don't know if I want Gibby or Brown. I feel like I'm more of a Gibby fan.
Really? I thought you were Amon-Ra St. Brown girl.
See, I was.
What happened?
The damn story of him being a homeless orphan. I can't look like Amon-Ra had two parents. He grew up trilingual. He lived in France. Like
he's privileged.
Get
this privileged boy out of my face.
Exactly.
You
Gibby?
are a man with a little struggle. You are a man with trauma.
I love men with trauma. That's why I would marry Xaden in a heartbeat. Yes. Tell me that man doesn't have trauma.
Oh.
Man has a whole race riding on his back, literally.
And he watched his parents get murdered.
And he got whooped for it.
Oh my god. So honestly, Xaden Riorson and Gibbs have a lot in common if you really think about it. So
Dang. I'm gonna reread Fourth Wing, but every time it's Xaden, I'll just picture Gibbs in uniform, in full uniform.
riding on a fucking dragon.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, that's so funny. That's so real though.
Catch
So I
us.
guess you're a Gibbs girl now. Gibbs girl.
Yeah. Well, I can be both. You know, one's a running back, one's a wide receiver. They're not really the same.
That's valid. Okay, fine. But if you had to get a jersey of one of them, would you go the Gibbs Road or the Amara St. Brown Street?
I might pull a 360 and get that Jake Bates.
Hey man, we
Did you-
love our kickers on this podcast.
Did you
Thank
see that one
very
move?
much.
That one move was like a couple games ago. He like
Yes,
kicked.
where he's like, bro, I laughed at that shit for like 30. And the fact that they
kept it on there.
Bro, y'all are so wrong for that. Y'all are so disrespectful.
I feel like just for that, I have to get his jersey. Like I have to support him because that was so embarrassing.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised they didn't kick him out.
He has a good story too, I think.
Oh,
if
does
I
he?
remember correctly. I get the lore from the commentators when they just decide to spill every player's
Bro, okay.
fucking traumatic darkest secrets.
I get the most lore from about kickers because every time the kickers on the field, they fucking ride their dicks so hard. They go back to like their birth and like
No, literally.
they go back to like their date of conception. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Just let the man kick a damn field goal or an extra point. It's worse when it's an extra point. I'm like, dude, he does this all the time. It's fine.
That's so true, bro. The kicker goes to kick a field goal and the commentator like starts showing baby pictures and talking about their fucking life story and shit.
Yes. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then they're like, they just start writing them so hard. They're like, this is like the team's best kicker in 10 years.
They did that with Brandon Aubrey.
And then he missed.
Yeah, and then he missed. They do that all the time.
They did that with Jake Bates too. They were like, he's never missed a field goal at home. Oh, he just missed a field goal at home.
Go fuck yourself.
They're like, oh, I guess we were
And
wrong.
you're fired.
Like,
Immediately
y'all are
terminated
so...
as of now.
They're so... yeah, I might just collect some kicker jerseys. I need to get Koo, Bates, Aubrey.
Jaime Fairbairn.
Fairbairn.
Put some respect.
You didn't let me
Favorite.
finish.
He's my favorite. He should be number 1 on the list.
Koo's number 1.
Oh yeah, this is true. Koo is your favorite. Oh my god. Yeah, you should get
Like,
at
I
least
feel like
get a shirt
kickers...
of Koo. A Koo shirt.
Oh, I'm gonna get one of his shirts. I remember I showed you. They're like...
his fucking merch.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does he have merch? Why the fuck do we have a
I don't
podcast?
know.
Let me shut up.
Right?
Let me shut the fuck up.
We're turning into our haters. It's too
No,
easy to have merch. They should make merch equipment more expensive.
No, literally. Anyways,
Clearly-
guys,
yeah.
click the link in the bio to buy our merch.
Oh my god.
My exclusive Blitz Babes t-shirts.
You should get a Saquon Barkley jersey.
I should. He carried my fucking fantasy team on his back. I'm trying to think. Who are my favorite players? I think my favorite player is obviously Jaime Fairbairn. He's the equivalent of your Young Hoku. Sorry, Young Wei.
Period.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Boring.
That's a young hoe.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay. That's a young hoe.
That is a young hoe.
Period.
Cool.
That young hoe's cool.
I love that man.
Yeah, I love Jaime Fairbairn. I'm trying to think of a player who's not on the fucking Texans. I'm like just so extremely biased.
Oh yeah, I
every
do have to
aspect.
get a Petrie jersey.
Oh yeah, you did say that. And he got nominated. He's the Texans nominee for the something Peyton Man
Man
of
of
the
the
Year.
Year, presented by Nationwide.
Shut the fuck up.
uh, it is,
No, it's
but
not Manning. It's something Peyton. It's something somebody Peyton Man of the Year. I said Manning. That's Peyton Manning. It's not Peyton Manning.
I
It's
know it. I know it wasn't Peyton Manning, but that's okay. I just let you
who
have
is
it.
it? Who is it?
It's just some guy.
Yeah, but it's something Peyton, right? Okay. Yes. Something Peyton. But it's Payton. Anyways, so irrelevant. Um
Oh, it's Walter Payton,
Walter Payton. Thank you. Thank you.
and it is presented by Nationwide.
Presented by Nationwide.
But yeah, favorite players. We have a lot of favorite players. I do think,
Mexico.
honestly, Almond Boy still is one of my favorite players.
Really?
It's just that, like, if you put the two like next to each other, I gotta go with Gibbs.
I feel like he has fucking trauma. Like I know he had I know he has like a good supportive family, and you know he's like really smart and trilingual and all that. But like I was watching that episode of Receiver, and
The one where he was like going through the draft days over and over, and like his name was not getting called, and he was getting depressed.
no, it was the one where he's
Oh.
just like hanging out with his family, and I remember his dad was talking about how like he had them all like fucking lifting weights and shit when they were
Oh
like
yeah,
born, and then
yeah. It's because his dad was like strongman of the year or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, but then I remember there was like a scene where his dad's asking him like what are your like goals or something, and he's like my goal is to get like two touchdowns a game or something, or get a touchdown a game or something like that. And his dad's like, I think you could do better than that. And he's like, well, it's that's like really hard. And I was like, damn, like are y'all okay? Like like do you have fucking trauma? Like I remember that scene, like it stuck with me because I was like, holy fuck, like this like vibes that are
Dynamic,
happening.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this dynamic right now seems like toxic as fuck. Like I
No,
mean,
for
he is
sure.
where he is. Like
No,
that's
for
his
sure.
thing.
That man
He's not
definitely had.
successful,
You
but-
could tell that he is a mama's boy in the sense that like his mom probably was more like the loving parent, and his
Right.
dad was probably like strict and shit. But like, don't get me wrong, it's not just their trauma stories that make me like them.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
because I also think that it was really it's really like not impressive per se, but it's like how he's like, oh, I can name like every player who was drafted before me.
oh yeah.
Every time he says like that shit, I'm like, damn.
I'm like,
It's
maybe
crazy.
his dad put him up to that.
Yeah, like no, he
kidding.
definitely like
His dad like fucking
we-
like locked him in a closet and made him he can't come out until he memorizes everyone else who made it before. I don't know. This is like some shit that he would do
low key
based off of what I saw. I'm like,
based
something
off of what I
is-
saw. Yeah, no,
based
I
off
mean,
of one scene that I saw.
yeah, I mean, he's definitely was a tough parent, but
That's
there's
crazy.
a lot of great players out there. Honestly, a lot of the Alliance players have good stories. I think that's what makes
know.
the Alliance a really good team, like together, because
Yeah.
of all of their stories.
And I feel like they're like how we were saying that the Texans don't really have a team culture. I feel like the Lions like are the complete opposite of the spectrum where
No,
like they have a
literally.
team culture. Like like what they believe in, how they're gonna play, or at least with Dan Campbell, they're gonna be aggressive.
Yeah.
Like they work hard. They take this shit serious.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of, the city of Detroit's, like their culture as well, being, like an industrial center of hard work, blue collar man.
And their history of losing.
Yeah. Yes. Made them stronger. Yay. No, but like I feel like that is really important to a team to have like a strong identity and culture like that, because it makes you be able to come together. And like we were saying earlier how a lot of people from Houston come from like other places, and so like their fan base is the fan base of Houston is very like segregated, not segregated, but like diverse because of the people come from all over, and that's like the complete opposite with the Chiefs. I'm not talking about the fucking bandwagons. I'm talking about the real Chiefs fans. Thank you. Sorry. Before anyone fucking, I have to fucking give my disclaimer. Thank you. Fuck. I know there's Chiefs fans everywhere. Anyways,
I've actually been a Chiefs fan since the Chiefs were the Chiefs.
I'm actually from California, and I've been a Chiefs fan since I was 2 years old. Literally, shut up. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the city of Kansas City.
I've been a Chiefs fan since they were in Dallas. So you're not talking about me.
Fuck. I'm talking about Kansas City. I'm talking about Kansas City compared to Houston, Texas. Anyways, what my point is I'm trying to make. Thank you.
No, literally, and they even have that like rally cry shit that they be doing.
Yes, like Houston is such a big city with so many people from all over that whenever the Texans play, like yeah, there's a lot of Texans fans, but like
there's a lot of other
fans of other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Kansas City, like
it's
there
just
ain't
red.
shit to do there. The people that live there been there. And like that's all they have to do in their fucking little city, you know? So
exactly.
like whenever the games come, everybody is like locked the fuck in and
exactly.
Their
it's
team, and
red.
they take that shit serious.
It's red all the time. Every time another team scores, all you hear is boo.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, damn. First of all, y'all some haters. Second of all, y'all got some spirit.
No, literally, my cousin went to the Chiefs and Texans game in Kansas City. She was like, bro, nobody sat down like for a fucking millisecond. Like everybody stood up for the entirety of the game. I was like, that's crazy.
I can't even see myself doing that.
That's crazy.
I don't even want to do that.
They're just on like a different fucking level because all of them like have nothing out. Like that's all they know. You know what I mean? It's not like Houston where people, you know, from all over. Kansas City, it's like, this is all we got. And we're going to give it all we got. So, like, respect to them for that. And I feel like the Lions have, like, a similar fan base where, like, even if they're not doing good, like, they're still going to support them. And, like, that's,
dead
like,
ass.
all they have left from their fucking city. So.
Dead ass. There's not shit in Detroit but guns.
Right? And the Lions.
Guns and the Lions.
They should give guns to the lions. The animals in like the zoo.
I agree with that actually.
Wreak havoc.
I agree with that.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me shut the fuck up so we can get into our fucking...
It's okay. It's because I wanted to talk about all my favorite players.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh no, I already did.
Oh, okay.
But now I'm ready. Yeah, now I'm ready. Okay, let's start with the AFC. We're going to talk about the first round, who we think is going to win. And then next week we'll come back with who won and what that round looks like.
Perfect.
Okay. Starting with the AFC though, Bills versus Broncos.
Easy, Bills.
Bills, yeah. No question, nothing.
I fucking hope. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like usually the Bills, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm scared.
It should be Bills.
It should be the Bills. Steelers, Ravens. I feel like Lamar is gonna dig deep and find some heart and give us a show.
Yeah, allegedly, like Lamar Jackson has been historically horrendous against the Steelers, but he beat them for like the first time I think earlier in this season. So I think he needs to harness whatever the fuck energy he found within himself in that moment and conjure that up again, because I think the Ravens should win this game.
I think that the Ravens should win. I would prefer the Steelers to win.
Really? Why? Just cause you don't like the Ravens?
I feel like for the Texans, the Steelers is a better matchup. If it does come down like that.
Yeah.
I think that like getting the Ravens off the bracket
Bro, they
sooner.
after last game. Fuck.
You're
That
talking
was
about for the
bad.
Texans?
Yes, bitch. That
Oh
was
yeah.
bad. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, it was because Beyonce was on the field,
Yeah, that's what it was.
but she's not gonna be on the field this time.
Valid. Speaking
So
of the Texans.
it's good. The Texans. I think the Chargers are gonna beat the Texans. I want the Texans to beat the Chargers.
I'm still holding out. I feel like I'm really
I
biased.
don't know. I just feel
I'm really
like
biased in this
for
specific
sure.
round. I'm like, if there's any like possibility or chance that like they win the game, I have to go for it.
But I just think that the Chargers have been so like surprising this year. They really surprised me, and I feel like
You feel like they're gonna win?
yeah, I just feel like they're gonna dig deep. I was trying to remember the
I don't know.
quarterback's name.
Oh, Justin Herbert.
There you go.
It's because he got that damn Costco sponsorship.
It's because I was gonna say Matt Stafford, but
Oh my god, I always get them confused.
they literally look the exact same. They're both in LA. I don't know. It's too much. I know we talk about this all the time, but it's in my head. It's still too much.
I agree.
But I think that they somehow like dug really deep, found a lot of heart, like I was saying, and just pulled through in games where I didn't think they should have pulled through, like with the Broncos. I thought the
This is
Broncos were gonna beat the Chargers and just go into the playoffs, but that didn't happen.
I don't know. I feel like it could go either way.
Right?
So
That one's a
for
tricky
that-
game.
For that, like for that point alone, the fact that I feel like it could go either way, I just have to go with the Texans because I'm biased.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So I guess we'll see. I think the games are like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And the NFC,
This is a tough one.
I know these games are gonna be rough. These games
Yeah.
are gonna be brutal. Honestly, all these people are gonna be fighting for their lives.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
excited to watch these games a lot more than the AFC
Yeah,
games.
I agree. The NFC starting off Eagles, Packers.
Of all of the games that are on here, honestly, like even with AFC and NFC, I think this game is the one where I'm like, it could
Anxious.
really go either way.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I don't even feel confident even like giving an
Saying
answer
a
because
name.
of how like
Crazy.
it could go either way. Like
I think it's going to be the Eagles. I want it to be the Packers.
yeah, that's kind of the way that I was leaning to. The reasoning being that the Eagles have Saquon Barkley, which is really the only reason, honestly, because I think that Green Bay like has a better quarterback. Like I think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than.
Jordan.
I'm sorry, other way around. I think Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
But if they win, like Saquon Barkley, it'll be. I think if they get the up, it's gonna be because they like establish a run game and Saquon Barkley cooks.
Both of their defenses is amazing. Like I don't know, you know.
I know it could go either way. I have no idea.
Crazy.
I want Jordan Love to win because he was on my fantasy team, so I have like an emotional attachment to the Packers now.
But so
'cause I
is
have Josh Jacobs too.
Oh, but so is Saquon Barkley on your.
I know, but I had Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love, and I only had Saquon Barkley.
So that outweighed it.
Yeah, I'm like I want to see the Packers succeed, and also the Cowboys like hate the Eagles, so I don't really want to see the Eagles. Also, this is really like going back, but it was like the first or the second episode that we did. Someone commented and was like saying that Jalen Hurts was like really good, and like hyping him up, and I was like, I don't think Jalen Hurts is the greatest quarterback in the world. I think he's okay, and they were like. We'll see at the end of the season. I'll come back. And they're probably not going to come back, but I definitely am, and I have been thinking about it every week since that happened. So I am praying on their fucking downfall for that reason, mainly.
I respect that.
I don't even remember who it I can go back and find
We're
it.
gonna find it though.
But
We're gonna fucking
and
find them. We're gonna tag you, and we're gonna see. It's the end.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. It's like getting like close. Like they made it to the playoffs. They're the fucking like second on there, right behind the lines. I'm like, fuck. I need something bad to happen. It's getting too close. I'm about to be wrong. No.
And then then all you have to do is just turn off the TV, and then it won't happen.
I don't think a lot of their success has been because of Jalen Hurts, though.
It's not.
Is that a really stupid thing to say? I'm trying not to be biased, but like honestly, like I unbiasedly, that's what I think.
No, it's the same thing with the 49ers.
Yeah, I would.
Not this year though.
To say that
not this year.
If they were all healthy, maybe. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that answer. I think maybe the Eagles have an advantage because Saquon Barkley is just so good, but I want to see the Packers beat the Eagles.
Me too. And then Bucks versus Commanders. I think it's probably going to be the Bucks, but I would love to see the Commanders.
Really? I think it's going to be the Commander. It depends on if Xaden Daniels can perform.
I know that. I feel like, I don't know, I get scared for rookie quarterbacks in their first like playoff season. I just feel like they're going to shit themselves.
Yeah, the only thing, normally I would say like, yeah, and I would go harder for the Bucks because of that, but there's been so many games this season where it was like a lot of fucking pressure and Xaden Daniels came through. Like he's been under pressure like so many times this season, and like he was able to like make a comeback or like take them where they needed to go and win the game. So because of that, I have like a better feeling that he'll be able to perform under pressure in the playoffs, but you never know. Like I feel like once you get into the playoffs, you see so many good teams do bad or good quarterbacks just fucking lose it. Like Lamar Jackson has done that.
Yeah, he
fucking
chokes.
Dakota Prescott of the Cowboys is like that. So I guess we'll just have to see. But
I guess I wasn't. I'm not really concerned about like more of his like him being a rookie, but there are some games that have happened where I'm like, are you really 100%? And not just because you're a rookie, but like I know he was like kind of injured or like whatever. So it's like, are you like not 100%? Like what's going on? This isn't the same JD that we've seen in the beginning, you know. And then like it's like I just feel like him. Yeah, exactly. He's been inconsistent like the whole season, so I just don't know how he's gonna perform. I want to see him win this round. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's valid. I feel like he's had more good games than like off bad games. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's just so hard to tell. You never really know until
you know,
especially because it's their first year.
Exactly.
But and then also the Bucks have been not looking horrible. Like the Bucks have had really good fucking games. Like Baker Mayfield has had games where he just absolutely like pops the fuck off. So
it's like, because he chooses to play quarterback, wide receiver, corner all in one. he rushes in. He's gonna be fucking kicking the ball probably.
No, literally, like that's so true. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Like, I know what you mean. It's just like it literally could be
go either way.
The NFC is
go with Commanders.
Yeah, the NFC is the most like wishy-washy.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited to see these games.
But honestly, their whole division is like that all season. In my opinion.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Rams versus Vikings. I don't know.
I know this is another one that could go either way.
Because like with this matchup, both of them are so like ferocious in the game. Like once they get in the paint, they're just so like they'll literally tear your head off and eat your brains or something. Like both of them would. So watching them together, it's gonna be interesting. And I'm not being analytical and going in depth with their players and defense and offense. I don't give a shit.
This is just based off vibes.
It's based off vibes.
I agree.
And their whole like the way that they performed as a whole and like as individual teams all season. because like the Vikings have popped the fuck off, and the
Right.
Rams, like they're the Rams, you know,
They've
they
had the same moments too, where they,
yeah,
especially
Sarah's
when
gonna
Puka
sneeze.
Nakua came back and Cooper Rush came back, like
Yeah,
the offense has improved significantly since whenever they were gone.
exactly.
So
And they came back with a vengeance.
yeah, so I agree. I think that it'll be a good game to watch. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the Vikings should win, but there's also been a few games this season where the Vikings should have won and they didn't. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It could go either way.
I know. I'm
But
excited.
yeah, me too. For
Let's look.
final
Let's look at the
final
schedule real
I'm
quick.
going to go Vikings, Commanders, Packers, Texans, Ravens, Bills.
That's your final.
I switched up. I want Green Bay to win, so I'm manifesting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Packers. I'm just gonna say what I want because that's what I want and that's what's gonna happen. Packers, Commanders, Rams. NFC, AFC is gonna be Bills, Steelers, Texans.
Period.
Period. Let's see. When's the first game? Ooh, the first game is the Texans game on Saturday at 2:30 Central Time. No, Eastern
Shit.
Time.
I thought about going to the game, but I don't know if we're gonna go or not. But the tickets were not as expensive as I thought they were gonna be. They were like,
oh really?
they were like two something. That was like 2 days ago,
Ooh, for what
or
section?
they were three something. Like where I was last time.
Oh, okay, that's not
I'm
bad.
sure it's cheaper if you like pick different ones. I don't know. I need to check again.
That's not bad. Whenever it was like Beyonce playing, it was like fucking $700 for the 600s.
Yeah, what the fuck?
For the
That's
600s.
crazy. The 600s is crazy.
Dude, I wouldn't even pay $30 for that. Because they get super cheap. They get to like $20.
Yeah, if you wait, yeah, they get stupid cheap.
Like if you want to literally if you want to go to a game just to go and you don't give a shit where you sit, just go sit in the 600s for $20.
Yeah.
And you can like go down like not in the seating area, but you can go to the different levels and the different food, and they have TV. Like you can hang out in other places. You don't have to sit at your seat.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there's a Monday game. I guess I didn't realize that.
There is?
Yeah, the Vikings Rams play on Monday at 6.
Ooh.
I really don't know if this is Central or Eastern. I'm on Google and it's not. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Actually, I think it's Mountain Time.
What the fuck is Mountain Time? What the fuck is Mountain Time?
It's the time zone in between Pacific and Central. Like Colorado, Utah, Montana.
Gross. That's not real.
No. No, it deadass is.
No.
Okay.
They don't exist.
You're right. I don't think Montana is a real state. It's big as shit, but I don't think anybody lives there.
No. They haven't moved that far into the territory for it to be considered an actual real place.
Sunday is going to be the Bronx Bills, Packers Eagles, Commanders Bucks.
Oh my god. I'm so excited. Ah! Me at the beginning. I'm so sad. I'm sad and excited.
I'm so happy. Right? Was that one TikTok sound where she's like, I'm so happy. I'm so sad. Or I don't even know what she says.
I know what you're talking about. That's literally me.
No,
I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do when football season's over? But also at the same time, I'm also excited for when football season ends, because then we can just talk about whatever the fuck.
I know, I was just gonna say that whenever I was bringing up Xaden, like, be prepared, guys, because we're not just the Blitz Babes, we're also the Books Babes.
The Books Babes.
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna talk about everything.
Y'all gonna be really tired of us.
And I don't give a shit. Because
Like,
it's so easy to make a podcast.
yeah. Everybody should do it.
The Super Bowl's on my sister's birthday. Did you know that?
Really? Oh yeah, you did tell me that. I want to make crawfish.
You know
I
who
think I'm
else's
gonna.
birthday it is? Louise.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
It's her birthday.
Damn. She's crazy. Anyway, I didn't have anything else. Did you have anything else?
No.
Alright, well, I guess that is a wrap for this episode of the Blitz Babes. Hope you enjoyed our recap of the last week of the regular season of the NFL and our predictions for the upcoming playoff season. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Aeron, and we'll be back next week with a little bit more football, touching up on the next round of the playoffs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and follow us on all social media at the Blitz Babes for more. Bye.
Period. Bye.